the call to the honourable member for Fowler.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, the government one-off $300 rebate that you claim would help all Australians with their energy bills starts today. CPI is still around 4% according to the ABS. We know the rebate and tax cuts your government announced will not be enough to pay for the increase in food, energy, petrol price, rents and housing needs, which many families in Fowler are facing. Will you guarantee that struggling families in Western Sydney won't go backwards with the cost of living from today with your government's announcements?
The call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for Fowler for her question. I'm sure that she would welcome the support for the 62,000 taxpayers in her electorate who'll get a tax cut today. Now, I'm asked, will that make them go forward or back? That's extra cash in their pockets, 62,000. And for an electorate like Fowler, which has far less than than my electorate, for example, on the top tax rate, and far more who earn less than $45,000 a year.
The Deputy Leader of the Opposition. Order. The Deputy Leader of the Opposition does not need to interject with those sorts of comments. The Prime Minister is being directly relevant in mentioning the member's electorate. The Deputy Leader is warned, and the Prime Minister will continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The decision that we made to change the tax cuts and their direction from Liberals' tax cuts that would have seen people miss out to Labor's tax cuts would directly impact in a positive way members of her electorate. Directly. Just as those who every single household will benefit from the $300 reduction. Every small business in her electorate will benefit from $325 reduction, just like anyone who has a child on the way will benefit from the additional 2 weeks paid parental leave, just like all those people, particularly the elderly people in her electorate who rely upon PBS medicines, will benefit directly from what we're doing of the 1-year freeze for everyone, but a 5-year freeze for people on pensions and on those fixed incomes. They will all benefit from that. In addition to that, every single worker will benefit from the increase in superannuation. All of that, higher wages, lower taxes, will benefit people in her electorate, and all of them are opposed by those opposite. So I'm sure the member for Fowler as well, will. I'm sure she would support the other changes that we have in mind as well, such as that are stuck in the Senate, like the additional money for housing that remains there, like the plan that we have, so that which will only impact those people who have $3 million in super. I don't think there's huge numbers of the electorate of Fowler. They're much more likely to be in my electorate or the electorate of Wentworth or others to be impacted there. So I'm sure that the member for Fowler will support the government's initiatives because they are delivering for her electorate.